his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Wayne Ellington. Brook Lopez is out there with McCullough. Then there's Johnson, and it's Sloan with the one spot. Here's Waiters, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Waiters got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Out to the wing. Ellington, the pass to Lopez. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Waiters on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And he gets it to go. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
Now, here's Ellington. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, it was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Robinson comes in for Brook Lopez. Young is subbed in for McCullough. The dish to Morrow. He kicks it to Waiters. From outside the arc, that's good. Waiters got 5 points now in the quarter.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possessions.
And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Ellington dishes to Robinson. And Sloan kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Ellington. Puts up a 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Sloan passes to Johnson. Here's Robinson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Robinson's got his first basket of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Young, the big dunk at the end of the break.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Oklahoma City has gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's a screen by Cantor. Feeds to Waiters. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 7 points for Dion Waiters. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Ellington. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Sloan. Robinson a screen on Westbrook. To the left side wing. Here's Bargnani. Another one falls for Brooklyn. The Thunder leading by 4. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
0-2 for them in this matchup last year, Greg. Both teams fighting every second of the way, trying to push into the playoffs in their respective conferences.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here is Robinson after Enes Kanter's miss. Sloan, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
And Sloan kicks to Bargnani. Fires top of the key. That's good. Bargnani's got 6. Well, Thunder have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Adams outside. And Westbrook, here we go. And his offense just hasn't been there. Brooklyn trailing. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
The shot's good from Ellington.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Here's Sloan. He dishes it to Bargnani. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here is Ibaka. Last game he had 13. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Ibaka. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. There's a screen by Robinson. The feed to Bargnani. Robinson kicks to Sloan. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Waiters. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Payne comes in for Waiters.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Now here's Collison, looking for his first basket still in this one. Westbrook, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Reed a screen. And the pass to Lopez. All sorts of time. A second chance effort. Reed misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Nets. Reed's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Payne, good, and the assist goes to Collison. Payne's got his second basket.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
They get a hand on it. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's Larkin, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. McCullough's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Brown. And the Nets with possession here. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it to Durant. Collison with the screen for Durant. Inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. Collison hits them both. And Brooklyn has possession. 6-point game. Johnson kicks to Larkin. Now, here is Reed. Westbrook with the steal, and that concludes the first half. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know. It's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
I love the way they took care of the basketball. They displayed good patience, strong decision-making, sharp passing, all of it. This is why coaches say, make the right play, not the spectacular play. Well, unless the spectacular play is the right play, that's fine. But don't give away possession. That's the moral of the story.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Few isolations, more movement, Better shot selection.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin.